Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do our reading for Libra for May 2021. Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, by the way. Some of you are just intuitively guided and you don't know if you have Libra in your chart. Just don't worry about it. You know I feel your guides will nudge you here. I feel like some of you may carry Virgo energy, or you're on the cusp, or you're connected to a Virgo in some way, because you came up very strongly in Virgo's reading, and it's strange that I didn't really talk about it in that reading, but I don't know. So anyways, it's one of the reasons why I decided to do your reading next, because I just did Virgo's. So anyway, welcome everyone. You know I love my Libras. A lot of Libras in my life. My granddaughter, my nephew, my sister. Alright, we're going to start with the Mother Mary deck. There we go. R-E-S-P-C-T. Self-respect. Okay. Self-respect. I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. We'll read this at the end, and I just know it'll be the perfect advice we need to end the reading on. Alright, now what we're going to do is bring in the Tarot of Dreams. Again, already pre-shuffled, but I like to shuffle them with you. I have a band-aid on my thumb, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Just give them a cut. Sounds like a mini bike out there. We have the Fool. Your first card is the Fool. We have the Queen of Wands. Can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, potentially. This is our Queen of Action, Queen of her intuition. She moves according to her intuition, her desires. She's not like the Queen of Swords, which can, there's good points to both, right? She may find that she finds herself in trouble from here and there because she didn't. The Fool sometimes can be hasty. So the Queen of Swords' energy would have been helpful, right? But nonetheless, let's see. We have the Five of Wands. A lot of defensive energy in that Five of Wands. Some of you, I feel like you may be battling yourself, battling your own, battling yourself in a way. We have the Eight of Wands. It also feels like, someone may be defending a decision they have made to move on or to move towards something different. Because we have a 5, which is change. We have the 8 right next to it, which is a new beginning. We have the Fool, which is a new beginning, right? And so, not everyone may be thrilled at this energy, but let's see. Let's keep going. You know, it doesn't feel like it would stop the Queen of Wands, though. We have the Death card. The Death card coming right under the Fool. You know, the Death card is about a rebirth. Death card is one of those cards that, you know, there's no need to resist. It's about the ending of some things, but clearly meant to come to an end, right? And some things need to end so some new things can come in. You know, interesting, we have the Death card and then we have the Fool. Death card is also the card of Scorpio, by the way. We have the Four of Swords. Some of you could have lost someone in some way. I always hate to say the word lost. That then puts you, like, you know, you then are on your own. You're the Fool. You know, I feel like the Four of Swords is the healing period that you go through over that. You know, it is a time out. But in the same time, can I say, because of that, I feel maybe I feel inspired to do something. Maybe as I'm receiving this healing. First of all, let's not forget we have self-respect here, right? And the Five of Wands, I don't feel like they're self-respect, and I don't feel like if these are other people, they're respecting you. So anyway, that almost feels like a separate, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like something that's just attached itself to you, but I feel like you can unattach that. Anyway, so I feel like in the Four of Swords energy, you know, it may be coming directly from this person that has crossed over. You know, I feel like you will see them again. Remember that you will see them again. You know, and I feel like for many, you know, they will be the ones who will be there when it is your time. So anyway, okay, we have the Queen of Wands. Interesting. So we have the King and the Queen of Wands in defensive energy. Both of them. Both of them share that Five of Wands. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Wow. Okay, Libra. This is not your normal energy, right? A lot of wands here. And they're difficult wands, to say the least. They are difficult. Let me readjust myself. I feel like I need to settle into this one. Okay. You know, we have the Five of Wands, then we have the Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. The Seven of Wands go directly into the Eight of Wands. I don't know why, but I feel like you're being inspired to do something that for some reason others or someone is against it. I feel like nonetheless you feel it, and nonetheless I feel like you want to move on it. I feel like you do want to move on it. And because I feel it's inspired, and you know that, and maybe, you know, and something that's inspired within us, in its seed form, let's say. Well, maybe others can't quite get it, see it. That doesn't necessarily mean we don't do it, right? I feel the Seven of Wands. This is the energy of eventually people will see it in your way. Okay, let's go a little deeper and figure out what this all is. Interesting. We have the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So this is excess worry. This is unnecessary worry, but it is worry nonetheless. This is, to me, it's like playing something over and over and over in my head again. You know, it's almost like I'm battling something over and over and over in my head again, but it just will keep coming to the same result. It just will. So I feel like, do I need action then? You know, the Eight of Wands to me, many times, is what I think about, I bring about. Well, it's almost like I'm thinking about two separate things. Like here I am in this kind of battle type energy, but in the same time, I'm being inspired to do something. Something that is just for you, and you feel that. You feel that. So anyway, Nine of Swords. What's under that? The Six of Wands is under that. So let's talk about that. Six of Wands, the energy of victory, but the Nine of Swords is over that. There's part of my fear. So when I said some of you are battling yourselves, it's truly what you're doing. You're battling your own ability, or your ability to go down any path you want to go, honestly. So anyways, that's what the Nine of Swords is over this energy of victory. Maybe other people told you wouldn't be victorious. Consider the source. Consider the source, because I feel like the inspiration is coming from, let's just say, a divine energy. So when someone tells me I can't, or tries to challenge me in it, this divine energy to me feels like the majority of the time will win out. So I don't know if this King of Wands, if someone is considering about leaving him, because, and the reason I say the King is because the Queen has the Fool. If this is a relationship, I don't know. It just feels very aggressive to me. This could talk about also for some of you about energy that was, and you needing to heal from that. Maybe it came from like an ex-husband or an ex-wife, and you want to start anew. I feel like I don't know. Well, look at this. Here's the Two of Swords coming over the Fool. So here's a blindfold, right? Here's kind of like the pause. Here's where that Nine of Swords comes into play. Well, let me put it another way. Because of the Nine of Swords is there, right? This worry. Can I be successful? Will it come to fruition? Can I make it so? All that. Then I feel like for some of you, then what starts playing is all this self-doubt, and maybe coming from other people's opinions. And I feel like that's where I want to say you got to look at the source. I feel like you got to let it feed you, not fuel you. Because I feel like with all these wands, it's energy that fuels you, but in an aggressive way. Right? Matching energy within that Five of Wands. If this is talking about a current relationship, it's showing the aggression, right? And what it's saying is everybody wants to be right, and nobody wants to be wrong. And therefore, what we put out comes back to us, right? We're in this aggressive energy. We're like-minded. If this is a current relationship, I feel like what can heal this? I'll tell you what can heal this is awareness. Just pure awareness. Because here, we are like-minded. We are, maybe we used to dream together, that type of thing. But here, it's almost like we're battling each other. Right? We're battling each other. And a lot of ego-type energy. Move into the Seven of Wands. This is defending of oneself. And, it is next to the King of Wands also. So we have to give that, it's almost like mirroring energy, to be honest. And then what we put out comes right back to us. So anyway, now we have the Two of Swords coming over this new beginning, perhaps. Right. And the Two of Swords is just, it's all of that, trying to make a decision in, in the wrong type of energy. It's almost like you got to clear a little bit of the clutter. and you'll know what to do because you are being inspired to do something. Or to move a certain way, or to heal this relationship. It doesn't say that this relationship cannot be healed. What it takes is pure awareness. What we're giving each other, right? This aggression. We're putting it out to the universe, and it just keeps coming back, right? I want to be right. Well, I want to be right, and no one will back down to becoming right. And sometimes it's over issues. Well, I'm not a marriage counselor, but it is true. Sometimes I have to look at what is it I'm fighting about. What am I fighting for? Is it worth fighting for? Or should I just turn around and become the fool? That type of thing. So anyways, 2 swords, clearly, blindfold on, right? Even if she's blindfolded, she's looking directly back at the energy of self-respect. So that may just say to yourself, are you giving yourself self-respect? Whatever that may mean to you. Okay, I don't know. I always take them this way. We have the 4 of Cups. A little unsure of what to do. This is about spiritual discernment. It tells you. Spiritual discernment, that's your answer. We have the 10 swords, wow, coming over the 5 of wands. So I feel like this is talking about a lot of hurtful energy. Well, what else do I have in my hand? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so let's look at this for a second. So we have the blindfold on, right? And, Spirit's coming through saying, first of all, it's looking back at self-respect. I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. That means your adventures too. This 4 of Cups to me feels like the energy of dreaming. I feel like Virgo did have this a little bit in their reading, so some of you will know exactly what I mean. But anyway, so this is saying, what do I have to do? I have to trust my intuition here. The Queen of Wands is the perfect energy to come in because she is someone who will trust her intuition. And she is the Queen of Action. Right? She's the Queen of Action. So that, that's your answer to that. Do I trust that or not? So the 10 swords now coming over that 5 of wands. It tells me that there has been time invested, first of all, right? But just can talk about your whole life. Like my whole life, I find that I've been surrounded by this type of energy. Then in the 10 swords, I feel like what I gotta do is I gotta look at it and see what's my part in it, so I can let it go. Knight of Pentacles coming in next, though. Knight of Pentacles is usually a very slow moving energy, meant to move slow. This is giving me a time period also. But this Knight is bringing in, and this Knight is someone that we can always trust. This is bringing something into our physical world that, I don't know, may help you in some way to move beyond this energy. Take the blindfold off, take that chance as the fool, or learn about, find out how to heal this relationship if it's something I want to stay in. But boy, it feels like it's gone to the max. But nonetheless, here's the Knight. And, often the Knight is about your guardian angel. So I feel like in a way it's like your guardian angel saying, don't think that we can't see what's going on in the energy that you're in and maybe some of the pain that you're in. And, even for some of the way that you're being treated. We see it. But, if you think divine energy. It's in the light, so it's going to. The advice that it gives you is to follow the light. So getting stuck in the Five of Wands energy, or even the Seven Wands, where needing to be right, it becomes less and less and less. And it's just the energy where you no longer need it in your life. And if someone battles you to have it, in a way, that's your red flag. Have it, but here I go. Right? Have it, but here I go. So, okay, well, let's keep going. So, the Death card is saying don't resist this next chapter, the chapter of this Fool. Potentially starting brand new, even if it's something new that you're adding into your life, let's say. We have the Devil. Card of Capricorn. Card of Temptation. We have the Three of Wands. And we have the Four of Wands. Interesting. I don't know why I'm putting them all over the Death card. Okay. Let's look at this. So, first of all, I just want to say what I feel right off the bat is for the Queen and the King who are in a relationship, and I feel like you do want to stay together. This is definitely showing me that it can be, right? What's missing is true awareness, just true awareness. Cutting out the fat, so to speak, and looking at each other in all that you can be again, recommitting to one another. So I do feel that, and I do feel that healing over their relationship is definitely here, if you choose it. Some of you, I feel like, this is about energy that you do need to leave. It doesn't feel like your natural energy. And I say leave. It doesn't always mean physically. It might mean mentally. But it may mean physically too. It's interesting the Devil is here. The Devil's card of Capricorn, first of all. And the Devil can be the energy of temptation, right? He's holding his hand out, right? Come with me, trust me, type of thing. And the Two of Swords above that, almost like feeling that energy. And because of that, it becomes part of my decision making, right? It's almost like I'm feeling my dark energy. I'm feeling more of my dark energy than my light when I'm making the decision of allowing myself to be the Fool and begin this Fool's journey, wherever it's going to take you. So, however, it's like Divine's got her looking right up at self-respect, and I feel like that's light. Anyway, let's keep going. You have the Three of Wands that moves right into the Four of Wands. So this is optimistically looking at a commitment. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And we have the Nine of Wands. I feel like for some of you, this is about, what I feel like? I feel like this, it's weird because I feel like you have an Ace of Pentacles here, but you don't. But it feels like you do. And maybe that's the energy of the Knight of Pentacles that I'm feeling. Coming over the Eight of Wands, that can mean soon. That can mean August. But what it does mean is it's an opportunity for a new beginning. The Queen of Pentacles coming right under that. It just feels like it's something within your earthly world. It can be within your business, that type of thing. Nine of Wands looking at this Queen tells me that this is someone who's willing to work hard at what it is that she wants. And I feel like if I'm looking at the future you, I'm looking at success. I feel like you got to commit it to yourself also, right? Commit to what it is you maybe want to bring to the world. I just feel there's no way you can have this blindfold on in this Queen of Pentacles type energy. They just don't feel right. Listen, some of you, this journey you've been on puts you on a journey where maybe you open a business and in some way you are now helping others. And it's kind of like you're understanding like, now I get why I probably went through that, right? It taught me this. And this taught me this. And all that it taught me, I can now use. And I feel like that I'm meant to use to build, right? To create from. Nine of Wands just tells me, I feel like this can talk about even energy of past lives. Something that you're meant to build and create just because it's who you are. It's who you always been. It just may be what makes you happy. What makes you feel. Get you out of this Nine of Swords energy. In a way, you got to get yourself out of it too, right? All it's saying, the Two Swords, it's showing you how you're making your decisions and why it's difficult, right? It's definitely the energy of, usually the swords are over the heart and they're crossed. Almost like block, right? But to me, it also feels mental, especially with the Nine of Swords here. Use your spiritual discernment, which is just automatically there. And, what's it saying under it? The Three of Wands. Look optimistically at your future. Can I do it? Will I be successful? Can I build? And should I? Should I be this and should I be that? The Fool was saying, take that chance, but right, do it with no blindfolds. Use all that this is like, I feel like all my lifetime's knowledge coming to the surface and creating from that. And that's what this Knight seems to be bringing in. So I kind of feel like you're built for it. You're built for it. And, sometimes you got to go through the toughest journeys to truly then be, let's say, the teacher of the people, so to speak. And awareness. This reading is talking a lot about being aware of my energy, their energy, what I'm allowing, how I'm treating myself, all of that. Am I allowing myself to live, to have experiences? She's got a surfboard. She's going. Four of Wands over there shows me like commitment, but also committing to yourself, committing to your craft. Kind of like just what you're meant to do. Some of you, I feel like, you're on a path of buying your own property, like having your own property, and I feel like land in particular. It may be land, space. Okay. I want to just, before I let you go, I want to look at this Four of Wands over the King of Wands. Actually, what I want to do is I'm going to go right below them. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Nine of Swords over the Four of Swords. Interesting. Excuse me. With the Six of Pentacles over the King of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the King of Wands. And then we have the Magician over the Seven of Wands with the Queen of Cups. I just noticed within this deck, which is called the Light Seers, by the way. I don't know if I said that. It just feels I feel the Queen of Cups is very connected in this energy. What she connected to, the Magician. The creation, right? The creating of, right? The Fool, the beginning and the creator of. It's interesting. I kind of wanted to see this King of Pentacles. Why do I keep calling him the King of Pentacles? King of Wands, and Six of Pentacles over that. You know, it just feels, geez, I feel like you had the Six of Pentacles too, but I don't see it. Anyway, I feel like what it's saying, and this is probably more for those who want to stay in a relationship, or a commitment. I feel like what it's saying, we have to look at the give and take of it, right? The natural flow of it, the giving without expecting, being completely open. And I kind of feel like both. It's funny, I'm like, it's a 6, but I'm seeing the 3 of it, the 33 in it. So I don't know if that means anything. So the Knight of Wands, this is about also, this is about, here's a death card, right? Death card for many. Perhaps like the dark energy is calling your name. Well, so is the light. And the Knight of Wands is that. The Knight of Wands is someone who, I feel like all the knights are bringing us something. So this is the energy of action, passion, desire. I felt like you were being inspired before, and truly here it is. I feel like the Knight of Wands may even talk about movement, right? And that movement may be you. But then boom, here's that 9 of Swords. So, but it's the healing. It's coming over the energy of healing, right? This energy being healed. And in the 4 swords, you got to remember there's 3 swords that pierce the heart. And then we're lying on one of those swords. And that sword is our own sword, right? So the healing is awareness. It's just not like, oh, heal me and then hope that the pain goes away. No, it's about divine giving you the awareness so that you can live a happy life, right? But you can't not know what you were just doing or just in, and then move out of it and begin anew without some of that kind of muck following you. That makes sense? So anyway, just trying to see, is there anything else I want to look at? I want to look at, for some of you, I know the devil is Capricorn. And this can talk about a Capricorn who's waiting, waiting for you. And I'm just kind of taking it over the spread because I'm not really thinking of one thing with the Empress. Both gentle but strong, right? This is someone who's about to give birth to something also. About to give birth to something. This may be something that's like been in your dream state. And you've been trying to make a decision whether to go for it or not to go for it. To leave something or not to leave it. I feel like with the Empress, this is, first of all, you got to trust in yourself, right? Because I feel like you have the experience to figure this out, to take that blindfold off. Secondly, I feel like it's kind of the universe behind you saying, give birth to, what you're being inspired to. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Wheel. Excuse me. And then we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is about communication. It's about truth. It's interesting he's running. Like he's running to get someone, running to jump on his motorbike to, bring the truth type of thing. So, the Empress, it's almost like someone's writing a book. For some reason, I see someone writing a book, and they're writing a book about part of their struggles. And they're talking about, like, the length of time that they were in it. It's almost like, in this 5 of Pentacles, there's someone who's kind of submitting to the energy, right? But in this very same energy that she's in is a lock. It sits right behind her, a lock that unlocks that door. So sometimes I feel like it talks about, we have to, how would she know it? She's got to be aware, right? It's awareness. even through the struggle. And I feel like the Empress is talking about that, talking about the struggle. And I feel like, if you're writing a book about it, I kind of feel like you maybe the book becomes therapeutic. And this could be anything. It could be a podcast. It could be therapeutic. But at the same time, I feel like it kind of shoots you to the top of the wheel. And I don't know. I feel like you get the opportunity to look back and understand a lot more than you did anyways. This queen, again, feels very connected to above, as above, so below, that type of energy. And with that energy is the magician, right? And, the Six of Pentacles here next to the Seven of Wands. Certainly this could be the energy of your words helping others to, in some way, become their own empress. So I want you to understand that if it feels like a full circle, or another way, it kind of shows you that nothing was wasted, right? Even the times where your hand was forced, that may be where you had the most growth. I see the Ten of Swords and she's just kind of walking away, and so is the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like for some of you, it is the energy of walking away from, that does not want to change. That always needs to be right and that is unbendable. You have to make a true decision. Because it feels unnatural to me for some of you with some of the energy you're in or around, whether it be love or whatever it is. It feels just a little unnatural and kind of like, ugh. So, but I feel like you look at the world with a different lens, and I just feel like you got to trust yourself, because this is all over the place saying give birth to it, right? Kind of, that Nine of Swords is unnecessary. And that leaves, there's like 4 swords that pierce the body. Well, it's right over the 4 swords. So it's able to heal that. And a lot of that is in the mind. And a lot of it is make-believe. But it can be based on other people. It becomes our own belief. So we got to let go of all that. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there, but I want to read self-respect. Mother Mary deeply cares for you, your welfare, and your happiness. She asks you to respect yourself enough to take good care of yourself. Remember that you're God's child and creation. By respecting yourself, you are honoring God. The answer to your present question lies within another question. Which path would be most respectful of me and make me feel the best about myself? Self-respect increases when your actions are aligned with your true belief. This card asks you to stop doing anything that makes you feel ashamed or guilty, and to focus all of your attention upon that which makes you proud to be you. Beautiful. And I couldn't have ended it any better. It's exactly what I'm feeling. This is about lessons, right? This is building your character. Some of you are going to be like, building my character. You know what I mean. If we allow ourselves to learn. So anyway, I feel like that was the perfect ending. I'm going to stop talking. As always, I want to thank you. I love you. I can't wait for your comments. I feel like there's even a layer that that I don't, that I would love to hear. Hear from your own words. So anyways, I just want to say, believe in yourself. Take the blindfolds off. Have awareness. That's what it's saying. Just have awareness. Have awareness of those who give you their opinion, but truly, what is their true value, right? This is about your inspired nature and allowing yourself to move upon it, even and through, all what may feel like a struggle, right? Top of the wheel. And, I feel like it's you we all come out to hear, right? It's you we all come out to hear. So anyways, I love you guys. I wish you love and light and the ability to truly live your dream. So I look forward to your comments. I will see you in the readings. Bye-bye.